18th of October, Rabbi Levitt Pella Yoetz.
We are on page. Oh, okay. Absolutely, it's being recorded. Page 68. That means we finished page 67. Round of applause for 67. Unity, Pelioet, Ezrat Hashem. Should be Zocha. Now we're going to do page 68. And who would like to start off the reading today?
I will.
Very good.
You doing half of page 68 or the bottom, starting with heretic?
But the top of 68.
Okay. A great means to achieve unity is to fulfill what the Torah has said in Shemot 23:2. You shall side with the many, even if it appears clear in his eyes that they are wrong, and that it's fitting for them to listen to him as he is saying a proper thing. He should still nullify his opinion before theirs. He should also assist them and not violate the position of his friends. This is in accordance with the statement of Rabbi Yossi, who said in Shabbat 118b, I never dishonored the opinion of my contemporaries. I know that I am not a Kohen, but if my friends told me to ascend the Duchen for the priestly blessings, I would go up. He too must be willing to take up arms against those who side against the many. He should say to them in a pleasant voice, which they can understand, it is proper to be accommodating even though they disagree. Sometimes it's necessary that the elders and leaders accede to the opinion of the subordinates and nullify their will before the others will. This is based on the need of the time when they see that it's highly likely that there will be a breach of order according to the thinking of those subordinates who lack true understanding. Mouthful.
Okay, so the means to achieve unity is to side with the many. Achrei Rabbi Blahatos, you go according to the majority. Majority rules. Even if a person knows that he's right and they're wrong, but that's what the rule. That's what the Torah says to do.
You're in a bit of trouble if it's a matter of life and death. If your decision, if what you say, your course to take is actually the correct one, and the community's course would lead to loss of life, that's a bit difficult then.
Well, how do you know their decision is going to cause loss of life? How do you know that?
I'm just saying that you do know, you know, okay? But so in that situation,
I say you don't.
beg your pardon?
Okay, I don't know how you could say that.
All right, I'll give you a.
No one really knows what Hashem is, what's going to be the best decision. I mean that was borne out by the many stories of people in the Holocaust.
Correct, but say that you.
Nobody knew.
Yeah, well, say that you know that there's a trap ahead. You saw it being laid, and the community wants to go in that direction.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so you do know, but they don't. You're the only one who saw the trap being laid there, and you know that an ambush or whatever, and you know that if your community went in that direction, literally walked in that way,
okay,
they're going to cop it.
Okay, so I have a story for you. There was a priest once made the same argument to one of the Rabbonim. I don't remember who it was. It's a few hundred years ago, when the issue was a hot issue, and there used to be such things as debates between priests and Rabbonim. Many hundreds years ago. It's no longer an issue anymore. But he said, Rabbi, he says, I don't understand. It says in your Torah, you shall side with the majority. And we're the overwhelming majority. So don't you have to accept our view?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you're not Jewish.
So
Anyway, sorry.
So he said to him, he says that you conduct you have the judges decide on a certain matter is when the matter is unclear. There's a dispute, and it's not clear amongst the judges what the actual halacha is. So they say, okay. So what we do is we're gonna take a vote, and then we're gonna go according to the majority. The halacha is gonna follow the majority. That's what we do when we have a doubt. But in this case, whether we should go after cheese and crackers or we should go after Hashem, we've got no doubt. So that whole rule doesn't apply in this case.
Mm-hmm.
So if these people are unaware of a danger, so then okay, so it's not really yeah. Okay.
You'd have to explain it so that there is a doubt. So some of them will have a doubt, and then they can reconsider.
I mean, it would seem to me it'd be very difficult for me to accept that you tell them, look, you didn't see what I saw. I saw that there's a big danger over there. There's a big trap or whatever it is there is over there. You didn't see it. I'm telling you, that's what it is. So don't go that way. So, I mean, it would seem to me that they would say, oh, we didn't know that. Okay, so in that case, then or they'll say, well, maybe, and you don't know going the other way will there'll also be a trap that you don't know about. So don't know.
Okay.
But the point is that that is a mechanism. There's a mechanism over here for avoiding disunity, and the mechanism is that you go according to the majority. My point was that that's only in the case where it's not clear where the truth lies, where the halacha lies.
Mm-hmm.
But if it is, so then there's really no. This is not. Here no one knows what the truth is, and we're just avoiding a lack of unity by saying we all agree to go according to the majority. That's the whole idea of. I mean, that's one of the ideas of electing a president. You go according to the majority. What about the people that don't want him? Okay, but they more or less accept the fact that you're going to go according to the majority.
Mm-hmm.
And that's supposed to achieve a unity.
Even if you are certain, you still have to go with the majority. my raya is that we have the famous case in the Gemara, Lo b'shamayim hi. I don't remember the names of the rabbis, but one rabbi disagreed with the rest of them, and he said, if I'm right, then let the tree show it, and the tree moved, and they said no. And he said, if I'm right, let the river show it, and the river flowed backwards. If I'm right, let the walls of the base midrash show it, and the walls started coming down. And then a Baskol came and said, he's right. So it was certain that he was right. Nevertheless, the rest of the rabbis said, Lo b'shamayim hi, the Torah is not in heaven. And our ruling goes, and they excommunicated him.
Mm.
So what do you see from that story?
I see that he was right. Hashem backed him up. And they said, we don't care. We're going with the majority.
That's what the Peleotes is saying. Even if it's clear in his eyes that they're wrong, then he has to listen to them. That's exactly what the Peleotes is saying. No?
Yes, I'm answering Roy. Roy said, what if you know for sure?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying we have an example where he knew for sure. Nevertheless, he was wrong.
Mm. Except that this example wasn't. This example was a matter of life and death, which is, I would imagine, would be a slightly different situation or considerations. As the rabbi said, he would imagine that if someone came and said that, that they knew that there was a trap ahead, that the others would pay some attention to that and consider it. Wherever they decided after that, well, that's the community's decision.
Yeah, he's in that situation. You would just be saying, "I want to warn everybody about something that they're not aware of."
Right.
Like, what would happen if one person comes over to a group of people and they're talking about there's a water supply over there, and one person says, I know that there was a deadly snake that shot his snake juice into this river over here, and you shouldn't drink it.
Mm.
So what are they going to do? They're going to take a vote and say, should we drink it or not? What's the issue of a vote over there? They're going to have a machlokes about it. What are they going to do? They're going to decide whether they want to believe this guy. You think they're going to believe him? They're going to say, "Oh, he's a meshugana." Yeah, maybe he's a meshugana, but maybe he's right. Is anybody going to take a chance and drink that water?
No.
So that's not the case over here. Not the case over here.
Mm-hmm.
People are the judges are they believe that the halacha is one way, and even if the pasuk that he's talking about over here, the Peleotes, he's talking about a pasuk. If you look up this pasuk, let's look up this pasuk in Shmos 23:2. talking about a situation of a court.
Shemos. Shemos 22,
23-2.
20, say it again, 23.
23-2.
2. 318, 2318. Twenty-three, 2.
23-3. Let's see if the Shemashah.
It seems to say the
Oh,
opposite.
23-3.
23, 2.
Both?
Is that in Mishpatim?
Yep.
Yes.
I can't see.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so it says, Shemashah, al tashit yodcha im rosh liot eid chamas, lo tiach arei rabim laros. Don't go with a majority to do evil. V'lo sana al riv. Don't get involved to answer in a machlekes. Lintos acharei lintos, and then acharei rabim lahatos. Side with the majority.
Yeah, the note here says a judge must voice his opinion according to his understanding of the law and the evidence. Even if he's heavily outnumbered by others, he must not change his opinion to agree with them. If he considers them to be mistaken or intentionally perverting the law. So under those conditions, if he thinks they're mistaken or they're deliberately trying to get around the law, then he's not to change.
Well, see, the Peliot over here, he's not using this pasuk over here talking to a judge. He's talking to, it seems to be like there's some type of a controversy in the community. And people are taking the different sides. The way to achieve unity is to do like it says in the Torah with the judges, that the din Torah goes according to the majority of the judges that rule. That's the Torah standard. Halacha follows the majority. So the way to do is to do like what the majority say to do. This is a way to stop the disunity and the argument about what should be done. And even if he knows that he seems clear that the course of action is to be done is like he says and not like they say, he should still submit to the majority. That's the point. It's not talking about a case of one person knows that that the river was poisoned and no one else knows. It's not talking about that case.
Mm. As a matter of interest, is the majority a particular size? So, for example, out of 3 people, is a majority 2, or is that too small to be a majority? Should a majority be at least 10 people, or at least 3 people, or something like that?
Well, you have in halacha in the Torah, when you have dinei mamonos, the Mishnah says dinei mamonos b'shlosha. You decide a matter of contention between 2 parties over money by a bezdin of 3 judges.
Uh-huh.
But when it comes to a matter of, for example, dinei nefashos, whether the person is chayav misa or not, then that cannot be judged by a bezdin of 3. That has to be judged by a bezdin of 23. That can only be done if there is a Sanhedrin that convenes in the Beis Hamikdash.
Okay. So there is
Okay.
yeah, okay, so according to circumstances. Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so let's go to the next paragraph. Who's got the next paragraph? Lou, you want to read the next paragraph for us?
Our sages have already noted, fortunate is a narration in which the leaders listen to the common folk. The common folk need to make an a fortiori kol v'chomer reasoning that they should listen to the leaders. If there is a rabbi who is a halachic decisor, and there are appointed leaders of the community who have been accepted as the arbiters of community affairs, it is proper that no one speak out against them, even if they say that right is left. Every astute individual must act with intelligence and stand on guard with great courage and strength in order to perpetuate unity. One should be forbearing, exert enormous effort, and do everything which is within his power to maintain unity and peace, because it is the existence, support, and foundation of every matter, and for every group, it is its gain.
Hey. Very good. So,
That seems to contradict itself. It starts out saying the leaders need to listen to the common folk, and then it says the common folk should listen to the leaders.
so what is it? Which one is the correct thing to do? Let's take a look at this Gemara over here. Rosh Hashanah 25b.
Mm. What are we looking for?
Okay. Shana 25B. Okay, so the Gemara says, Medcha shafilu kal shebekalim, Ismane parnes ala tzibor. Even the lightest of the light.
Where's this, please?
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines from the top of the page.
Ah. Thank you.
I think this is the place. So no matter who it is, he's kal shebekalin means he's a lightweight. And nevertheless, this mane parnes alatzibor, he has been pointed the leader of the community. Whoever appointed him, I don't know, but maybe the elders appointed him, I don't know. He got appointed, so he's now appointed. Arehu the avir shiva avirim. He now has the status, because of his position of authority, as being appointed parnes alatzibor. He is now to be regarded not as a lightweight anymore. He's to be regarded as the avir shiba avirim, like we say Yaakov Avinu, Avir Yaakov. And we had before the avirus alev. We had that in the Peliotes. So the strongest of the strong.
Distinguished?
To listen to him. He should be listened to. Omer, and it says in the pasuk in Devarim, Ubasa el kohanim halavim ve'el shofet sher yeh b'yomim ahem, and you shall go to the shofet, to the judge that will be that is there in his days. That's the Gemara. The ki tala al daitcha she'adam holech etzel adayin shelo haya b'yoma. What is this pasuk telling us? Would we think that the person would think that he'd be able to go to consult with a shofet that was not in his generation? It wasn't living, wasn't alive. No, that's actually what Shaul did when he went to the Balas Ov. He went to the witch, and she brought up Shmuel Navi. But barring that, it's not possible. But what is the pasuk telling me? The pasuk is telling me, look what the pasuk says. Ein lecha leilech ela eitzel shofet shebiyamav. You have no alternative except that you must go to that shofet, that judge who is in your generation, and submit your question and accept his decision. And it says in a different pasuk, in Koheles, Shlomo Melech says, Ma haya shayomim arishonim hayu tovim me'eleh. Oh, we don't have good rabbis in our generation like they used to do in the good old days. Oh, chas v'sholom, says Shlomo Melech. Person should not think like that, even if it's true. Don't think like that. That's not good. That's not going to be good. So now, where do we have this Gemara that the Peliotes brought? I thought that it would be over here. Oh, here it is. It's the very last statement, 4 lines before the end of the parak. Ashrei Hador. Fortunate is the generation. Shahagadolim nishma'im liktanim. That the gedolim nishma'im liktanim. That they are listened to. That we're saying that they listen to. They listen to the katanim. Then the Gemara says, Kal v'chomer, katanim l'gedolim. Kal v'chomer chiyuvahu. All the more so, if it's the case that the gedolim should listen to the katanim, says the Gemara, all the more so that the small ones that are small in stature should listen to the ones who are great in stature.
Everybody's listening to everybody.
Yubahu. It is an obligation. Ella, mitok shagadolim nishmoim lektanim, nosim katanim kavachoymer ba'atzman. Since the gedolim listen to the katanim should get it and figure out that what they got to do really is that all the more so they should make such a fortiori argument in regard to themselves, that what they have to do really is to listen to the gedolim. Okay. So Rashi doesn't comment over here. Oh, 1 second, maybe he does. No. So you have to listen to the shofet in your generation, and even the gedolim should listen to the katanim, and the katanim should figure out for themselves that all the more so they need to listen to the gedolim. Okay, so those are the words of the Gemara. What does it mean? We'd have to take a look at, we don't have any Rashi or Tosfos on the page. We'd have to take a look at Marsha to see that it is not time to look in the Marsha. So we will say goodbye to Meir. Yashikoyach.
Have a good day, everybody.
You too.
All the best.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Good day.
Hey, Mayor, have a good day.
Okay, thank you, Lou.